Because when you play e3 also, you're not technically taking advantage of being the white color, and because you're moving the pawn only one square, and I think that's not something that he will go for. Yeah, maybe knight f3 can be possible. Maybe e4 is. I think e4 is the most.
Looking at these two players, who looks more calm to you?
That's a very good question.
And we've got handshakes. We're ready to go. Pragg was moving around in his chair a little bit there, and that's usually a sign of a chess player getting a little nervous.
Absolutely, and we have liftoff. We have c4 on the board, the English opening. I did not expect that, Tanya. Did you?
It's Magnus. He's capable of playing anything on move one, and he's often spoken about anti-young player chess. So whenever he's playing this lot, this generation, which is now pretty much the new wave of chess which has arrived, he tries to keep it a little offbeat, just wants to get a game, not go into any big theoretical discussions. We see the knights coming out, and now Praggnanandhaa, with that last move, has opened up the diagonal for his bishop to continue development.
Yep, he starts with e6 and now he plays g3. So maybe he's going for the Catalan system, but Tanya, he has not pushed the d pawn yet. So maybe it's going to be some kind of, maybe he will play d4 later on, or maybe he can also play the move b3, which I believe is, it's called the Reti system. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, it's either d4. The fact that he hasn't played d4, definitely this is not something that I would expect Pragg to prepare before the round or before the game, And
he did not play d4. In fact, he's allowed Pragg to push that d pawn one step ahead, gaining more space as black, and this usually means that it's going to be quite a spicy middle game.
Absolutely right. I mean, Pragg playing d4 definitely means that he is going for the win here, because d4 definitely makes the game very, very interesting. This is not going to be a solid game anymore.
Going for it. Guys, I think you're right.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't go for it,
it's on the board.
But he could claim a draw. Now, what if Magnus says, I don't want to draw and play
exactly.
something else?
Down a pawn.
Pragg is also wanting to play on. Pragg doesn't want to claim. Otherwise, he would have stopped the clock and called the arbiter.
Because psychologically, right, you're up a pawn. You don't want to be the one who's sort of making a claim for a draw. I really want it at this moment.
But no, the time claiming?
Oh, he does it.
He
He's
does it,
claiming.
he does it, he claims
Magnus is claiming.
Magnus is claiming. Okay. Pragg will be like, okay, Magnus, let's agree. Why are you calling the arbiter?
And Magnus is definitely the one. Both of them are claiming.
He's
It's like,
also
come
like,
quickly.
I will accept.
We've got another round to play. A 3-fold repetition as the arbiter comes to confirm that.
I think the arbiter.
And it is a 3-fold. We have a
asks
repetition
Ask
here.
the opponent whether you agree. And I think no, he did not. Okay, he just went. Pragg knows that it's a draw, but perhaps just.
So Sagar, in this situation, like, does Pragg have to agree, or if he just agrees, do they have to still check, or do they just?
No, if he agrees, it's a draw because the player has claimed for a draw. The only reason why the arbiter is checking because the opponent hasn't agreed.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay, and really quickly, I think this one will end because we do have a confirmation that it is a 3-fold draw. And there we have the handshakes. Magnus Carlsen Praggnanandhaa ends in a draw, and I think he's just pointing that line out to Pragg, but we quickly have to move on because Arjun versus Nihal, the position has